Okay, good morning, everyone. If we are all here, let's start the meeting.
Yes, sure.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Yes, sure.
Yes, sir, sure.
Okay, it's a pleasure to welcome all of you to represent your respective department. By the way, we are here today to discuss our company's anti-smoking campaign, and we are gonna organize the event. Jenny, would you mind taking the minutes?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Before that, this anti-smoking campaign is really important for our company. We must make sure that the campaign will give impact and exposure to the public. But before that, we can see that all the members attend this meeting. Thank you for coming. First, let's go over the report from the last meeting in which our company ADIDAS would like to organize an anti-smoking campaign corresponding with the anti-smoking campaign by WHO this month. So, as you all know, we are going to set up and organize the campaign. We need to discuss the ideas for that. Why don't we start the first agenda, which is about the place? Let's hear from our treasurer, Azim.
Thank you so much, sir. So, let me begin by asking all of you a question about the place that we need for the campaign to be held. My team and I have agreed that we will do it in the spacious and big hall, since, as we all remember, we are still dealing with COVID-19 endemic in the country. As a result, we must prioritize SOPs that are outlined by the government.
I think it's better if we do it in an open hall to avoid crowded people. Since we do it in an open hall, we can prioritize the COVID safety area to avoid any unnecessary contact with many people. We did not want any more cases to arise because of our campaign.
Since the problem with COVID-19 has not been settled yet, I completely agree with Wani that we should do it in the open hall. We also can do it at an open hall or in the field. We will be able to monitor the number of people who come and have our SOP ready. Don't you agree with me?
Yes, of course. Furthermore, in my opinion, we should avoid the spread of COVID-19 among our company staff and the public. So I suggest we need to choose outdoor venue over indoor spaces.
I think we should have plan B for location. The weather can be a problem for us if we are in open space. The weather must be steaming, hot or rainy. So we should think about second place for backup. The weather lately is unpredictable.
Okay, we should keep that in mind. I think we all will settle by picking an open hall for our campaign. That's settle it. Next agenda, please.
Nicely done. Let's move on to the next agenda of the meeting, which is about our target participants from our company staff and the public who are interested in joining the campaign. Do you guys know anything about that?
I would suggest the first thing that we need to consider to achieve our objective of the campaign is our target audience. This is because the target audience is very important. We must target all various age groups of people to join this campaign. And through the audience, we also can know whether our event was successful or not, depending on their involvement and after the event. Their feedback we can use for the improvement in the future.
In my opinion, I would like to suggest for the target audience that we should invite an audience that is interested in our products too. Maybe we can target an audience among adults, teenagers, and also could be children. How about you, Zaiti?
As for me, when we organize the campaign, we are confronted by many decisions, especially we need to know the capacity of the venues for a few reasons. So we need to think carefully about the specific audience that we need to promote and specifically target those groups that are critical to our campaign success. So I suggest Azimah will be the one who is in charge of managing the invited guest speaker for the campaign. Is that okay for you, Azimah?
Alright, no problem. I can make the arrangement with a special speaker that is an expert in fact for the campaign. So, Akila, can you help me search for any guest speaker that we can invite to give a speech on the dangers of smoking to our health?
Sure, Azimah, I suggest that we should invite Dr. Hadi Yusof as a speaker for our campaign. Dr. Hadi Yusof is one of the best speakers that always talk about the dangers of smoking in many previous campaigns.
Sure, Akila, that's an interesting idea, and I agree with that also. And there are any further details and ideas about our campaign that you guys want me to know? I think that take care of the second agenda. Let's take to the second agenda. So let's start with the next agenda. How about the date and the time for the campaign to be held? We need to decide a suitable date and time for campaign by our company. Any suggestions?
In my opinion, our campaign should be held on 5th of December 2021, which is on the weekend. So I believe that they should be able to attend our event without any difficulty. As for the venue that we discussed before, we will do it in an open hall because it is comfortable enough for the guests and it would be less crowded because we still adhere to the SOP. I suggest that we do it from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. That for the moment.
I suggest we should consider Akila's suggestion about the date. 5th December 2021 on Sunday morning. In my opinion, I think it's fine we choose weekends early in the morning. So, which area in Puncak Perdana do we want to choose?
As far as I'm concerned, I have no recommendation regarding this issue yet. However, I shall conduct through study on the Puncak Perdana housing area that is suitable for our selection.
I would say that I agree with the two of you. I have no objection regarding this matter. Weekend is the most suitable time to hold an event, since everyone is not working. Moreover, teenagers and children are not going to school on weekends. How do you feel about that, Azim?
Yes, I also agree with the idea. The date of the campaign that was suggested is really good because it can be a good reason for many people to be able to attend our campaign.
Well, I agree with Akila and Azima about the time and date. It's suitable and fine for me. Why not proceed with the date and the time suggested? It is settled then.
Okay, I just like to repeat that we all agree that we set the date on the event on 5th December 2021 from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Is it right? I think the date and the time is fine, and we expect many participants will have no problem coming. And the time also is also suitable. And now that we have discussed the date and the time, let's move on to our last agenda, which is about the activities.
As for our last agenda, which is about the activities that will be run on the day of the campaign, can we discuss that matter?
Yes, sir, sure. As for the activities, I think we should have an exhibition about the dangers of smoking to the human body. We can find some of the exhibits like anti-smoking arts like posters, plastic models, and many other relevant stuff.
So that is a good idea. Through an exhibition like this, the camping can be more attractive and interactive. The participant can see the dangers of smoking to their delicate body and then to reduce the habit and eventually to stop smoking completely if they are heavy smokers.
Excuse me for interrupting. I think it's I think that is a great suggestion. But what are the other activities besides the exhibition? As for me, I think we should also have activities like quiz on the campaign day. Do you agree with this, Zaity?
In my opinion, I agree with both of the idea from Azim and Aqilah. The exhibition and quiz can enable us to interact with the participant of our campaign. So at the same time, we can show good public relation as a company with the people that may become our customers.
That is interesting. I also agree with all of you, but we must also prepare the gift for the people who will get the highest mark for the quiz. I think the gift can be like hampers, maybe.
Exactly, I agree with Azima. We must prepare some gifts for those who have participated in the activities. Then it is settled then for the activities for our campaign.
Yes, I agree with all of you.
Right, it's look as tough. We've covered all the main items. If there are no others comment, I'd like to wrap this meeting up. However, if there is any problem, just make sure to bring it to the next meeting and Jenny will take note. So the next meeting will be on 16 November 2021 at 10 a.m. also through Google Meet. I declare by the meeting is closed. Thank you for your participation in this meeting.
You're welcome, sir.
You're
You're
welcome,
welcome,
sir.
sir.
How
Welcome, sir.
Sir.
Welcome, sir.